Welcome to the Cavan Pickle Show. Are we
recording? Are we recording? Nobody joking. It's an inside joke.
Yeah, it's an inside joke, guys. But of course, welcome to the Cavan Pickle Show. I know you know us by now, but as we always do, let us introduce ourselves.
I feel the need for speed. No, I'm not from Top Gun, but Cat Pickle, the reason I'm doing it is we finally have a release date of Top Gun Maverick, the 27th of May. It's happening. Top Gun 2 is coming out.
Brilliant. And I, of course, am Pickle. And Kev, interesting that you referenced Top Gun. You're going to find out in about 90 seconds why that's pretty interesting, okay? First of all, we're on to episode 62, my man. We are getting closer to that porn star episode of 69. I'm working on it. I can't get anybody that's willing to come on and talk about 69s at all. Maybe one girl, but I don't really want her to. Right, but yeah, she was good at them too. But right, so listen, okay. It's history time, Kev. It's 1962, right? Man, we are catching up with ourselves here. We are literally, I'll tell you, it's going to be 1990. We're going to be talking about Italia 90 in no time. Right, July the 6th, 1962. Gay Byrne presented the first edition of the Late Late Show on RTE in the Republic of Ireland. Byrne goes on to present the show for 37 fucking years, the longest period through which any individual hosts a televised talk show anywhere in the world, and the show itself becomes the world's second longest, that's what she said, running talk show.
Come on, Gable.
Come on, is he still alive?
He's dead. God help him.
Oh shit, sorry. Right, okay. That's why I asked these questions. I know, like he did the whole road safety thing and that after.
You did, I remember that.
Yeah, you know, it was good. Like, right, Kev, I'll tell you what. The 5th of August, which is our mate Brendan's birthday.
It is.
Was a hell of a day in 1962.
Whose birthday was on that day?
It was nobody's birthday, Kev. It was the death of Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, the one that JFK got killed.
Yeah. What? I know we know about Diana and the Queen. Really?
JFK got her killed. It was him and the Italian mob.
Well, okay, right, hold on, right. Let me read it then. I didn't read this. I just circled it, right? She's found dead from an overdose of sleeping pills and chloral hydrate at her home in Brentwood, Los Angeles. It is officially ruled and inverted commas are in this, probable suicide. The exact cause, in brackets, has been disputed, which is where Kev steps in with another monarchy killed her.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, is that the one that she was fucking?
He was fucking Marilyn. I was going to say Marilyn Manson, but he wasn't. He was fucking him. No, but Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, he was fucking her.
Is that the Mr. President? Yes. That song. Oh, that was it. Right. Okay. I think that might have sounded gay the way I did it, but you know what I mean.
Really gay.
Yeah. And Nelson Mandela, the man, right, is arrested by the South African government near Hoek and charged with incitement and rebellion. Okay?
Man.
Now,
Nelson.
Because Kev mentioned Top Gear, it's fucking...
Top Gun.
Top Gun. Yeah. Sorry, Top Gun. You'd swear we planned this, and Kev literally knows nothing about the history and the Bears, because I don't tell him anything. Tom Cruise.
July 3rd.
Yes. Wow. 1962. Why do you know that?
I love Tom fucking Cruise. I love Top Gun.
Best film that man was ever in was Cocktail and The Film.
Off.
The Film.
No.
Yeah, he's the biggest. He's the smallest big man you're ever going to see.
He was way better in, what was the one with Jack Nicholson? You can't handle the truth.
A Few Good Men. Brilliant. Yeah.
He was Top Gun. He was... what was the one with?
I'll tell you what.
Cuba Gooding Jr. Hold on. Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah. Stop naming films, right? I'm putting a challenge out there now, right? Next week's show, we are doing it, because we're doing it tonight. We're going to start doing like a top 5 thing, right? Next week's show, I want you to have your top 5 Tom Cruise movies. I'm going to have my top 5 Tom Cruise movies. We'll see what the difference is, right? But yes, I know the film you're talking about. Incredible, right? Next birthday, because I'm leaving the lady to last, right? The Mask.
Jim Carrey,
January 17, 1962. So it is, man, 60 years old, boy. I know he's went through a lot of shit.
He's flying now. He's all
back
out of it.
Yeah, back now. Fucking brilliant to see. And then Kev, Man,
He's got some great movies as well.
I don't get what age this woman is. This woman will never stop being the girl from Striptease, Indecent Proposal, Disclosure. Yeah, I love her, right?
And again, it's going to link into something that we're going to talk about later on, Pickle. We are fucking, I'm telling you, we're getting better at this.
I've obviously forgotten what we're going to talk about later on.
Bruce Willis, you dickhead.
Yes, right, exactly. Yeah, Demi Moore, I love her. I thought she was. I thought she had a lot of character about her.
What do you call her?
Demi Moore.
It's Demi Moore.
Demi Moore. Yeah, I'm just not leaving a gap. Demi Moore.
You're saying Demi.
Yeah,
Demi.
Demi.
You're saying Demi, like as in the me, as in if it was a place, the me. No, it's just Demi.
Demi Moore. Demi. No, I don't know. I think you could be wrong there. No,
prove me wrong.
You're always telling me that I'm saying fucking things wrong.
But just you know, I'm going to give him a wee shout out, right? Last Saturday, right? I called into an establishment on the way home from the football, Pickle, right? And this gentleman, brother, I was reading the packet. It's fucking scampi. That's not monkfish. I was talking to himself. I was in, what do you call it?
Tony's
Pizzeria.
Yeah.
Vinny was there and he was giving me the height of abuse over the scampi. So, yeah.
Brilliant. Well, look, come here. Before we get into like our weeks and all that kind of stuff, we do the usual plugs that we do at the start of the show now, so we don't fucking forget to do it. Of course, Vinny is one of them. You have to give Tony's Pizzeria a shout out. Get your food in there, guys. I literally am after having a half-pound a box there 20 minutes ago. Incredible, right? I mean, like, it's just unbelievable. So it is, like, right? And also it has everything. Have you had pasta? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying to you. It's like the ad that we do. If you want something and somebody else wants something else, you can get it all in one fucking place, man. It's Tony's, Park Street. Come on, I should have done them drugs earlier on. Right, listen. Peter Cherry Goalkeeping Academy, as always, you got to do a plug because they're brilliant. They're doing unbelievable things around the town. Check them out. Michael Lynch's, you know I can fit into the clothes. Okay, that says it all. They're not Giacomo, as Kev called him a few weeks ago, which Connor laughed at when we told him. All right, but other thing is,
I wasn't slagging off Connor or Giacomo.
No, definitely not.
I was more slagging off you.
Hey, Giacomo have a duty to care for people of size. And then we have to give a shout out to Amanda, who won last week's pizza. Yep, who won last week's pizza. Thanks to her and obviously McAllister's. This week's competition for a wee change, mixing it up for the pizzas and that, is a €30 bar tab. So, well, I don't mind people entering this, right? If you don't want to go and you win, I will, like, you'll be the name that won it. But I'll have it. Like, I have no problem with that, right?
No, you can't use. That's like saying RT can enter a prize for the Late Late Show, and someone doesn't want the tickets to win. Like, you can't. No, you can't. You can give it. You can give it to charity, or they can give it to somebody else.
Yeah, I'll give it to a charity. That'd be a great idea. So, like, but no, or let's say,
give it to AA or something like that. You know?
Yeah, easy enough. But yeah, Amanda, thanks so much. Bay, because I know that's your word, okay? Yeah. Thanks, Bay, right? Still have no idea what that actually means, but it normally comes with love heart, so it must be a nice word. Right, Kev, weeks ago, we talked about your fire, right? And I said how, well, you obviously can't go to bed then.
Oh, I talked about fire because it was good to watch. It was masculine, it was sexy, it was like, yeah.
Yeah, and I said, well, you can't go to bed till it's out. And you're like, no, it'll die down. I was like, but what if a board comes down, lands in it, flames go everywhere, burns your house down, right?
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah, I remember that.
I didn't sleep that night, Kev. I was petrified, right? I kept listening out for fucking. I was texting.
You don't have a fireplace.
I know, but it doesn't matter. You don't know what board could land in it. It could go.
What is it? A fucking phoenix comes down your chimney.
Fucking, it could have been a hawk or something like, right? So anyway, right, a great friend of the show, right? Lisa Carolyn. Hyphen Tav hyphen no minus sign hyphen yeah Tav, because obviously she got married to John, good man John, right? Got a message in
John
from
Tav, I hope.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Who I think I actually know, and Lisa can correct this or not, but I think John is a referee, and I think he actually refereed my team like for a whole couple of years. I'm nearly sure it's him because it looks like.
I wouldn't ask Lisa that because then she'll never talk to the show again.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. But listen, this is what she sent in. Right, was doing a catch up on the show while we're out walking. was in stitches laughing about the board coming in the chimney comment. It happened to us a couple of years ago. The little bastard had soot all over my lovely cream walls and blinds, and he shit all over the place, on the TV, the couch, the mirror, the pictures. Fire wasn't lit at the time. Obviously, John had to chase him around the sitting room to try and catch him and put him out the window. It was pure carnage. Took hours to clean up after the little fucker. But imagine if the fire had have been lit.
But he wouldn't have come down the chimney.
Who knows?
We'll ask the board. I think that the next interview is Lisa Cowlin's board. I was going to say, it's lucky I didn't say something else.
Yeah.
Lisa Cowlin's board. That's the next interview.
Brilliant. Yeah. But Lisa, thanks so much for that, because I love hearing that. And also, well done on playing catch up. Okay. I know you're out walking. That. Well done on playing catch up, guys. We always say that to you. We're 61 episodes in. This is 62. Get back to the start if you haven't done it already. Okay. Kev. Well, I was going to say, how was your week? But
we have to talk about what happened last night.
Exactly. Last night, an hour ago. But
we interviewed a blue tick person.
Yes, we did.
Rob Carney interviewed a blue tick person.
I never even copped that.
Yeah, I only copped it on when I seen a picture. Yeah. When he seen that he shared the thing, and there was a blue tick, and I'm like,
oh, did he? Good man, Rob. You're a legend.
Well, I think he did, based on what I'm looking at. But a blue tick person. So yeah, that was pretty cool. But a long week. I was at football Saturday. I was at football Tuesday. It's been hard this week.
Yeah, the Ireland football, Kev, was that. That's Ireland what he's referring to for anybody who's not
Ireland,
sure.
A 2-2 draw with Belgium and then a 1-0 win against Lithuania. Me and the son went. We have our season ticket. We have our seats, and they are fucking bang on. My wife had been away.
And back and away again.
She was back for many hours. I think 11 hours in total. So now she's gone again. So yeah,
I just got like an adjoining flight and not come home. No,
but she was meant to stay with her friend, and then that didn't happen, and then she's gone again.
Brilliant. She left you twice in a week.
Well, she wanted to see me. She wanted a bit of that. But she wanted to see a bit of Kev, you know. So like,
well, can I just highlight something you've mentioned for the last 2 weeks? You're looking a bit healthier around the mouth.
Yes, the cold sores have finally left me.
Good man.
It took a while.
Nothing wrong talking about that. Unfortunately, the people suffer with them as well as they do. Like, you know what I mean?
So always get them.
Yeah.
That was the worst I've ever had them. So
yeah. So you did go to the football, Kev. Obviously, a draw and a win. You know what I mean? Like,
can't ask for much better than that.
You can't. The players are loving it. As you said, you were there. The fans are loving it. You know what I mean?
The fans are loving the football. Fans are loving. Like, a lot of them would be Shamrock Rovers fans, especially in that far left side of the ground. The diehard supporters, and they have really taken the Kenny to heart. So it's good. It's good.
And the thing is, there was more disallowed goals in that game than Mick McCarthy had in 10 matches that actually scored. But yet McCarthy's better. No, I don't think so. Hey, well, look you're right though, Kev. The biggest thing of the week though, what I shouted out was yesterday interviewing Mr. Rob Carney. I put it up there about an hour ago, obviously tonight, which is Thursday night. Like it was brilliant. Like it was great to sit down with, as you said, it's a blue tick guy who was in the Oval Office a week ago or 10 days ago. Like
probably the next person he probably spoke to after Joe Biden was us. That's the bit that I can.
Like, and I know which one he probably preferred because he got to sit in the comfort of his own house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he is related to the 7th cousin of Joe Biden, supposedly.
Oh no way! So is that like no way? Loretta blew it from obviously the THL pod. She's like a.
She's like second cousins.
Is it? Oh, right. Oh, excuse me. Right. So she's like a proper.
She's a proper relation.
And as Rob said in the interview, he says he's from Cooley. So we're going to say he's from Cooley. We always say he's welcome on to the show. Joe, we know you listen. If you want to come on, buddy, there's no problem.
Well, I'm sure there's someone listening.
Yeah, of course there is. Yeah. And like I'm trying to get Donny on the show from CNN. You're the guy from Ireland down from the thing. I've been texting him on Instagram and Twitter and just won't fucking reply to me soon. But listen, Kev, I'll give you a shout out. My week then. Positive week. Having a good week. Last 2 weeks, I know. Last 2 weeks were a bit fucking, you know what I mean? A couple of extra tablets here and there, tried to level it out. Didn't really work though. So it didn't. As you told me, that's not what you meant to do. But no, a lot better. Went to Mass again, obviously, last Saturday. Yeah, in a good place. Oh, I have to mention the boys, my beloved Rampart Celtic, the football club that I obviously manage here in the mighty town of Dundalk. We kick-started our pre-season for the summer campaign. It's going to start next month, not tomorrow, May. And we won the first game 5-1. I have to give a shout out to the lads. Actually, I have to give a shout out to one lad who tomorrow, Friday, for the first time in over 2 years, I am getting my haircut. Now,
That's right.
Renegade 13. I'm coming, boys, right? It's growing out at the sides, right? Now, Kev,
I think you should get a Nike symbol in the side of your head.
I'm not doing that when I'm going to a wedding on Saturday, right? Oh, and fuck you then, right? Update for all you awesome listeners who we love taking part in our polls. I'm getting the tattoo, okay? After the 10th of April, I'll be getting it at some stage because I have to do one more blood donation. Right. And then after that, you can't do it for 6 months now after. So I want to get one more blood donation done. Kev's going to come in as well, maybe, and get one. Okay. I am going to get my kids' names, possibly in like a Scrabble formation, in a Jamie, Emma. So use the M, use the A. I don't fucking know something. I'm doing it, and it's because of you guys. Don't know what to say. Don't know what to say to you say. But yeah, can't wait to get the haircut tomorrow as well. And yeah, apart from that, good week, positive week, getting the haircut tomorrow and the wedding on Saturday for young Gorham. It's going to be great. Kev.
So, Pickle, it's your Would You Rather.
It is my Would You Rather, my friend.
I'm learning the sequence of the show now. Isn't it great?
I'm shocked. And I wrote this out in a hurry. Right. So, before we do the listeners one, like we do now every episode, we do Eoin. Okay? So, and I just love it. Kev disappears in the middle of the show. Maybe watching this, you're like, where did Kev go there? Like, and it's a Bluetooth headset. He could still talk to me, like, if you wanted to. Like,
I'm listening.
Yeah, you're listening. Like, you're listening to you. Hey. Right, Kev. This week's, because it turns out I had one in my head, right? But it was actually one that was sent in as well. There was actually one that was actually sent in, which was gonna maybe do, but I don't think I will now. Okay. So my Would You Rather question, Kev, is very simple. We've done the finger up the nose, the finger in the ear. We've done Would You Rather lose a hand? Would you rather lose whatever, right? Would you rather wake up tomorrow morning, right? Never been able to get an erection again. Okay? I love the way you just like already like, well, it ain't that one, right? And the two of them are kind of coinciding with each other, or never be able to have sex and finish.
Repeat.
So, never an erection. Now, I know it's all linked, right? So, never having an erection again, right? Now, don't be looking at me like that, right? Never having an erection again, right? Or never being able to basically ejaculate, never being able to have sex and finish. So you just be like, humping.
No, I'll take. I don't want to have a horn again.
Really?
Yeah, I can go ahead and do a semi, like, and I'll still satisfy.
No, but say you were an average size.
No. You asked me the question.
God damn.
So I'll take it. Like I've done it before, like, and it's a semi level. You know what I mean? Like it's fine. Just get on with it.
Some people do it all the time.
I mean, just carry on and you're fine. But no, yeah, that's a difficult one. But it is a difficult one to think about because, like, I don't know. But I get hard at random things. Still, another way I think I was sitting here the other day at work, and I was hold on a fucking split second.
Joy's walking home though, Kev. You just didn't upstairs.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, I had to give a shout out to a few people pick out, just so you know.
Is this linked to you getting an erection? No.
No, that's weird, isn't it? No, I said that. I'll do it later on. That's just weird.
No, just mention them because you'll forget.
No, that's weird. No, that's weird now. Because it is. That's fucked up when you think about that. But no, it was.
I can't wait for that now because it's already linked to it, right?
It's already linked. But no, yeah, that's a tough one to think about. Not hard. Yeah, no, I'll go. Yeah, I picked the right one.
Right. Okay. Once you're happy enough. And Kev, right. Listener one. Technically, only you can answer this question, right? But I'm going to answer it anyway because mine's a pretty obvious answer, right? Would you rather put your dog in the microwave or your baby in the microwave?
Dog.
You see, you are a dog person, though, right? Like,
No,
obviously, I was going dogs.
But I'm a people person first.
Yeah, you're not going to like murder a baby in a
No,
microwave.
like a dog's a dog. I'm sorry, but a dog is just a dog.
And the weird thing is, somebody probably is going to get annoyed about that.
I mentioned Kurt Zuma again. People will ask for him to be fucking more or less hung, drawn, and quartered for kicking a cat.
Yeah.
Fucking people are killing kids all the time.
Yeah. Oh, Kev, fuck.
And they go to jail for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. The cat's a grip.
I forgot something that I wanted to mention. I had a different would you rather question, and it completely left me head, Kev. I'm going to throw it in because it's linked to something else, right? Would you rather be an oak tree or a sycamore tree?
Oak. Sure.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though, for everybody tunes out, right? We don't give a fuck about trees, right? In that sense, okay?
No, we do care about trees, Pickle.
Yes, but not in the sense of wanting to know about them. But however, if you were somebody inclined who wanted to learn about trees, if you wanted to do that, you could find out about trees if you got your local Dundalk leader this week and you maybe checked out page Ever a Four. Ever a Four. I couldn't remember. Ever a Cahill. And you learn all about
trees.
Irish native shite. Right, so Kev, that's the end of our intro.
So the shout out, Pickle.
Now you can do it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it is a big thing coming up in Tunisia. It is Ramadan is starting this weekend.
Is it? Fuck, that's early. Yeah. That's early.
Ramadan 2022 is starting. I think it is. Well, it's meant to be tomorrow. Okay, the 1st of April, but now I thought it was Saturday or Sunday.
All right.
But yeah, so that's kind of the big tradition of Ramadan. So it is it's a hard one to get. I couldn't do it. So it is more or less you don't eat and drink.
Well, the sun's up.
From when the sun, so from sunrise to sunset. So I couldn't imagine doing that, Pickle. Like we have what do you call it? We've Lent. Okay, and let's be honest, we break it at Paddy's Day
and every other day.
Give us a break, just to give us a break. But this is tough going. Like, and fair play to them. So I just give a shout out to my team over in Tunisia.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Especially Refka. Refka really wanted a shout out, so she got a shout out.
She, Refka, fair play to you. But I was going to say, when you're talking about that, I had a football player, Sahid used to play for me years ago, lightning quick guy, right, Kev? This guy had muscles on muscles. His legs looked like Arnie's arms, right? It was insane, right? He used to do it. Kev, for that month, his speed gone. He'd last, because he couldn't even drink. I was like, can you drink the water? Right? And at the start, he couldn't. But then I think, after a year or two of when he was with us and that towards the end, he was able to drink the water, but that was like he had net the whole day.
No,
and this guy was lightning quick. You know what I mean? But just energy levels just gone the fuck. But no, it's incredible and fair play to those guys and anybody else out there. Obviously, who's doing it. Your beliefs are the strongest thing you'll ever have in your life. You know what I mean? Right, Kev. First topic. You're going to talk a wee bit about this because I still don't really understand what's going on. Bruce Willis is unfortunately...
Yeah, poor Bruce Willis. He's finished acting. He's rolling back. So I think it took everybody surprised, really, over the news the last couple of days that he has aphasia, which is, let me just make sure I'm right, is a language disorder caused with damage to a specific area of the brain that controls language, expression, and comprehension. So he's kind of losing more or less that expression and comprehension. So that's the main thing of an actor.
Yeah.
So he's finished. And it most happens when you have a stroke. So I don't know if he had a stroke or anything like that. But yeah, so something's happened to poor Bruce. And like when you think of Bruce Willis, you think of Die Hard, you think of those crazy movies in houses and stuff. I think there was a great movie. He was in a house and the daughter.
No, he was outside the house. No,
and he couldn't get into it. Or something like that. It was
hostage or something, or fuck, I can't think what the name was. Yeah. Brilliant show. But no, like that man was your late 80s, ultra your 90s.
Unbreakable, no?
Oh my God, Unbreakable. He's a superhero. He doesn't even know it. He was the only one to survive a train crash. And then obviously
Fortress was the one in the house.
Yeah. So Unbreakable then was linked to there was 3 of them films. So there was all done by the same guy. I can't even go what the director's name it was, but Mr. Glass and all that. There was 3. Remember, there was 3 of them films all together, and all 3 of them were the guy who's 13 fucking or 30 side fucking things and all that. Scottish actor.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the Scottish actor James, not James Nesbitt.
No, but I know, yeah. And all of them films are unbelievable. But yeah, Unbreakable. I remember watching that the first time. Sixth Sense.
Some great movies.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, but like the other thing I seen though, I was looking this up when you were talking about it, or today or yesterday. I was looking up just stories about it. And like the worst thing is there's always wankers out there, right? They want to make up stories or have their own opinions and stories. You're seeing actors now saying, "Oh, for about the last year, he's looked lost on set," and you know what I mean? Like his stunt double says that he was sidetracked for about the last year, and you're like, if he hadn't come out and said there was something wrong, you guys wouldn't be saying a fucking thing. Go sit in your fucking...
Well, if you thought there was something wrong, why didn't you tell him?
Yeah, or tell somebody, or talk. I mean, just like literally say it to anybody. Like, but look, it's shocking. Obviously, it's a topic in the world. You know what I mean? Same as the next topic. It's just something that's happening at the minute. We're not talking about it because it's like, you know what I mean, Bruce, we know you listen kind of thing. It's just like, it's unfortunate when somebody's been doing something for so long.
Yeah, it's hard to think that that's what it's happening to, more or less, a legend of film, a legend of TV, even Friends. Let's be talk sake. You know what I mean? Like,
oh man, yeah.
You know, it's stuff going.
I'm just a sexy guy. Yeah, and he does the dance. Brilliant play. So basically what it is it makes it difficult or impossible to express or comprehend language. So it does, like, hey, that's just look, that's incredibly sad. It really is, like, hey. But no, man, that's a guy that no matter what age you are, I mean, if you're rating over 20, basically, you know what I mean? Like, you will have had a lot of films, you know what I mean? Like, with that guy in it, like, you know what I mean? Like, or like you said, even Friends or that, like, you know what I mean?
Love the Die Hard movies.
Brilliant. And they didn't go too far. I don't care if there's a fucking police fucking car smashing into a helicopter.
That was my that's one of my favorite parts ever in a Die Hard movie. In any movie, actually.
Yeah.
So it was like absolutely fucking fantastic.
It's like, I'm big into The Rock, right? I mean, I saw him run across a crane and jump into a skyscraper.
Yeah, that was brilliant too. Yeah,
incredible. Like, you know what I mean?
In the movie, Skyscraper.
Exactly, brilliant. Nearly as good as San Andreas. Right, when he did other mad stuff.
What a movie!
I know. I love all that crazy shit. Like, so there's still 2012 was my best film ever. Right, Kev. Something else happened this week where 2 men got into a little bit of a bitch slap moment. Okay.
Well, one man physically assaulted another man is what you mean.
So let's just, in case anybody missed the word. So the other night at the Oscars, it is the Oscars.
I mean, now, hang on, unless you're living under a fucking stone, or you're dead.
We have people all over the world, Kev. Right? Okay. Which means you should know about this, right? So Chris Rock made a joke about Jaden Pinkett.
What?
What?
What? What did he make?
A joke.
A joke, Pickle.
Yeah,
a comedian making a joke.
Yeah.
I can't fucking believe it.
I thought he said something wrong again.
Believe it.
Yeah.
A comedian making a joke. Fuck off, people. I'm sorry. The people are saying the Chris Rock, I shouldn't go there. Fuck off. I'm sorry. Fuck off. He's a comedian.
Yeah.
That's what he is. That's what he does.
You know, the other weird thing is...
I'm not saying we're good as Chris Rock, right? But I'm just saying, that's what we do. It's okay to take the piss.
It is. But the weird thing is, Kev, you said that our birthday girl earlier on was going to be linked to Bruce Willis. Because obviously they are or were married.
Demi Moore.
Are they married or were married or what?
Who? Demi Moore.
And Bruce Willis.
They're gone. Ages. So she was with Ashton Kutcher after that.
Oh, cool. But the point of it is she's also linked to this story. Because the joke was in reference to G.I. Jane. Where Demi,
okay.
Moore, that's right. Okay. Obviously had a shaved head, like she was completely worse than me, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And then he referenced that.
And she still looks sexy in that movie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And then obviously, Jada Pinkett cheats on her husband Smith. Has alopecia, which I know somebody who has that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's just, I mean, that kid has now shaved his head and all that kind of stuff, and I mean, I know it grows in like
patches,
parts. Yeah, assuming that kid just shaved his head now. You know what I mean? Okay. But at the end of the day, yes, it was a joke about G.I. Jane being a bald G.I. Jane. You know what I mean? Like that's what it was. slag off anything, right? Will Smith and everybody in the room laughed. A couple of people were like laughing, going like, "Oh," and he was like, come on, that's not a bad one, right? Will Smith, cameras on him, he's still laughing. Clearly, the wife either grunted, kicked him, or gave him that look of, I know I cheat on you, which is agreed upon that I'm allowed to ride.
With our son's best mate.
Yeah, 22 years old, right? Okay. Yeah. But you better get up there and do something, or we're over, right? So Will Smith leaps up out of his chair, walks up slowly, and gives Chris Rock a pretty decent
slap.
Full-handed slap, not even back of the hand. I think the back of the hand would have been better, right? Full open-handed slap, right? Sits back down and starts going, keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. And he says it again. He really emphasizes the fucking mouth, right? The girl behind him's like, what the fuck? There's a couple other people you can see in the camera going, what the fuck? Chris Rock has a moment where he goes, oh man, I could. And he was thinking to himself, I could rip you right now to shreds. Because we all know what your wife's at. You know what your wife's at. We all know what your wife's at. I could rip you on live TV right now. Somebody in his ear obviously said something because he looked. And
the producers or whatever,
Somebody was talking to him and he just said, look, you know what? Just
leave it.
Do your bit, right? And then, of course, he gets up, wins the fucking Best Actor award after that for being...
And he gets a standing ovation.
Yeah, for being a paranoid, aggressive, over-the-top dad to his two daughters who were probably drugged up for most of their career. Okay? So, Kev, should he have slapped them or not?
No.
Why? Because this is the whole point. We got a message off a girl called Sandra on Facebook who wanted to know if Will Smith should have slapped Chris Rock or not.
It's a joke. A joke's a joke. You take a joke and you move on. Like, if you don't like the joke, you say, hang on a second, after the show, Chris here, that was a bit fucking low. Cut yourself on. That's fair enough. Doesn't need to do it. But I think I teach my son, I teach my daughter. If someone hits you, hit back.
Yeah.
Don't do the first. Don't hit first. Like sticks and stones may break ones with names would never hurt me. Yeah. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, they do hurt from time to time, but you kind of go, you're in the public eye, millions of people watching, you don't slap someone. And then a clip came out today, or it was yesterday, of someone behind Jada Pinkett Smith. And she kind of was like, yeah. And she kind of giggled to herself after Will Smith had done it. So to do that, I think you're fucking dickhead. Yeah. But and then I don't know. I think I like Will Smith.
Oh yeah, Jesus.
I think he's brilliant.
Yeah,
but to do what he's done now, I'm sorry, he's taken away from himself.
Yeah, massively. Like he's not.
I think that's taken away from. I think that's taken away from most of us. Now, if I look at him, going, I'm still going to remember what you did there. Like.
Yeah, like he could have got up. Like he obviously didn't know he was going to win Best Actor award or not. He could have just done nothing, right? Got up at the Best Actor award, said something in a speech, and like maybe put Chris Rock down or something. He could have said something. Just
but the only thing is, like, if that had to be a random dude in the audience, okay, he would have been arrested.
Oh, security,
all that.
Yeah,
Will Smith does it, and it's okay. And if it had to be a white man slapping a black man,
hate crime,
hate crime and racism crime and all that, just because it was Will Smith, it's okay. If it had to be, say, John Travolta, if it had to be anybody like that, not John Travolta, what's his other name? What's the other fellow? Not John Travolta.
I don't know. I love this. I want to talk about him for a minute. Go on anyway. But in a minute, I want to talk about him.
The likes of Mel Gibson. Had to be Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Oh, he's mental. But no, Will Smith's okay just because his wife shagged somebody. Oh, like it is. Like I know he cheated on her, right? And then she's now has an open relationship, so she can do whatever she wants. That's not really fair. And
there was a video, as they say, that didn't age well, which wasn't that long ago, where she sat in a room with her obviously completely bald head and a lovely dress on and a chair and a big mirror in the background. And it was like, I don't give a shit what anybody says about my beautiful bald head. And
I can imagine, like, if I did it, right? If I went up and slapped them, okay, I would want something in return from my wife that I did that. So like,
what? Stop writing other blokes, no?
Well, no. Like you imagine, like you think, like, well, after that, maybe a bit
gong. Like, gong in one hand, Kev.
You have the Oscar in one hand. She's giving you a blowjob, and so it's like a baldy Oscar blowjob. What more do you want?
A baldy. I said to you before, Kev, when you told me this, I was like, you look there and you think that's a bloke. You're like, what did you say when I said that to you?
Whatever.
Like, well, you gotta love this podcast. John Travolta Right. Now we're moving on from that because look, it's yesterday's chip.
So we
Wrap up. What would you call it,
we went from John Travolta to where have we been?
We went from we've kind of gone. Yeah, but the reason why I want to talk about John Travolta for a second is that man's after getting another license for a 737 plane now. So he has
737.
He is 747. He's a 707. I think it is now a 737. Like that man must be like a director's dream when it comes to a film that has a plane. Who could we possibly cast to play a plane?
He is his own runway pickle. He's a runway at his house, like a runway. So the runway, and then he's a taxi going to his like a plane. So know the bit he comes out of the fucking bit of the airport.
Yeah,
and onto connects on. Like he is one of those at his house.
That's insane.
Like, that's how much money this fucker has.
Yeah, but this is what made me think, though, right?
Like I'd like a sauna, right? Just a sauna, a 2-person sauna would do me.
Yeah,
and he gets a fucking runway.
I just want a basketball now. Right. This is something that when I read that, it made me think about planes. I don't think I ever mentioned this before when we talked about our trips to New York. Okay, did you ever see the film Sully?
Great movie.
Tom Hanks lands the plane in the Hudson. True story, like, right? When we were on the top of Times Square, right? The first day we arrived, Times Square, what would you call it? Rockefeller?
I'm just trying to share my screen there, just so you can see this. Why you have to let me share my screen?
Probably because I haven't let
Post
you.
disabled participant screen sharing.
Yeah, but like, I don't know how to do it. But anyway, let me talk about this, right? Oh, share screen. Share all windows. Listen, what I was going to tell you is right was this. I asked the guy at the top of that building, right, if he was working the day that happened, right? And he said he was. And I was like, what was that like? And he literally said, he goes, you have no idea. He goes, there was a plane coming. He was like, and he just landed it on the fucking water. I was like, Kev, I don't know why that's not working. I'm trying to do here. Multiple participants can share. Right, there you go. He said it was incredible. But imagine being at the top of a building. Kev, I don't remember when that happened. That was after 9/11, right? Had to be. Like 9/11 was 21 years ago. And hopefully we don't see Kev's porn here, okay? Right, guys, if anybody's watching this, right, which I don't know if this works in the video. I'm sure it does. Kev has your man's runway. There's like multiple planes there.
Yeah, I know.
And the tiniest swimming pool you've ever seen, like.
Well, it's probably a massive swimming pool.
Yeah, that's true.
How do I unshare? Stop sharing. There we go.
Wow. Right. So, but anyway, that's class. So, come on, John Travolta. Always welcome on the show as well. But no, I thought that was a cool thing to actually ask somebody. But I was going to say, Kev, you imagine, right? That was way after 9/11, right? Okay. Yeah. You imagine seeing a plane coming in that low again around New York.
You'd shit yourself. You would shit yourself.
And this guy said he was on the top and the place was packed because as it is. Is that where it is? Times Square. Is that the right thing I'm on about? It wasn't the Empire State Building. It was Times Square. Has Times Square got a really high building?
To all high buildings in New York.
No, but fuck me, I can't remember what the fucking name of it is. I'm going to say Times Square. It was a huge building around Times Square. Rockefeller Center. Rockefeller Center and that.
That's not near Times Square.
I don't know. No, not Times. Times Square is the name of the fucking place. Rockefeller Center. That's what it was.
But Rockefeller Center is not near Times Square.
No, that's what I'm getting them all mixed up.
Okay.
I'm getting them all. Actually, Times Square is where all the lights and all that shit is. Rockefeller Center. That's where it was. But yeah, he thought that was incredible, so it was okay. Right.
That was random.
Yeah.
Fucking random there. If you haven't stopped listening, sorry about that.
See, the thing about it is, guys, we're putting Rob County's interview on the end of this episode, right? So we're going to try and make this episode short. Doesn't help if we start just blabbering on shite. No. Right, Kev, we said we're going to start doing top 5 stuff on the show, right? I asked you today to come up with a top 5 list of stuff that you would bring back to Dundalk. 5 things that it could be a shop, it could be a pub, it could be a building.
I went places, so I went places.
Right. Give us 5 and 4.
The Ark nightclub. The Ark nightclub has to come back. What a place. What a legendary place for shifting, for the crack, for the drink. £1 of drink. I remember it well on a Friday night. Absolutely fantastic spot. People in town loved it. Like I know you're bringing in the Imperial and you're bringing in level 2 into that, but the Ark was legendary.
Nice, Kev. Nice. So that'd be number 5.
Number 4, part of the old shopping centre. Lovely drink. For most people, when I was in it, it was only food, fantastic food. Got me through a few hard times back in the day. Paz.
Wow. We went there for the summer camp. We used to go in there to summer camp on the last day for like food and a disco.
Yeah, Paz.
Wow.
Great spot.
Holy shit. That's
Great
insane.
spot. Paz was a great spot for Calvary dinner on whatever day it was, every day of the week. And then there was people down in bars, nightclubs, the whole lot. It was a great spot.
It was like a Witherspoon, say, in Ireland, so it was like, you know what I mean, with everything you could get. But look, I'll give you 2 of mine then, right, to try and keep up to date. But you're right. I had the old shopping centre down just in general because there was
the
loads
building
of,
itself.
Yeah, because there was so many different itty bitty places in it that I literally thought was really cool, right? The other one then, right, that I'm going to give you is Mulhern's shoe shop.
Shoe shop, great shoe shop.
Only shoe shop in the world you can walk in and you are guaranteed. Because I don't know where to go buy shoes now, right? Because Clark's no longer exists.
No.
Mulhern's no longer exists, right? I don't know where you go and buy a pair of shoes these days. Not a clue.
Hanratty's, probably.
Where's that?
On Cabrasa Street.
Right, okay. Shout out to Hanratty's then. I'll be in these at some stage having a look. But yeah, so they were two.
For the type of shoes you wear, Hanratty's.
Yeah, right, Kev. Number 3.
O'Hanlon's Chip Shop, Key Street, Dundalk.
Great name.
Yeah. I thought it was
1959, Kev.
I thought it was Hanratty's, but it was actually O'Hanlon's. So, I just remember being a kid. I think after even Dundalk games and stuff like that, and it was just like a bag of chips. It wasn't nothing else. It was a bag of chips. So the chips are absolutely unbelievable, and freshly cut chips, fucking fantastic. O'Hanlon's.
Well, I'll go my number 3 then, kind of in the same level, right? But I'm torn between 2, right? It's either Supermax or the Four Lanterns, right?
Well, I actually had the Four Lanterns in and scribbled it out.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's because the milkshakes in the Four Lanterns used to be incredible, but Supermax was Supermax. Like I remember Supermax with the U Club, we'd go there. If we were ever in town for something with the U Club, like the town hall or whatever it was, we'd always end up in Supermax, you know what I mean? And then I have a fond memory. I told a story before about a couple of lesbians in Galway that I chased out of the place, then realized they were lesbians when I stopped them and they started shifting each other. So yeah, Supermax is a special place in my heart. So it does. Kev. Numero 1.
Number 2.
No, uno.
Uno's 1.
Is it?
Yeah.
God, I'm so shit at languages. Number 2, please, Kev.
You're so shit at everything, really.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. 60 weeks in.
A place that I've loved and will always love and will always cherish the best memories of being out. Moe's, Park Street, Dundalk.
Wow.
Forget about Brewbakers. Forget about all of them. Forget whatever you want to call it. Moe's. Bring back Moe's. Narrow Moe's. Straight down, out to the beer garden. That's what I'd love to see back. Moe's.
Yeah, God, yeah, because like when you think of old places like it was a shithole to look at it, but I used to love like the old Russells.
Whoa. What was a shithole to look at? Moe's?
The old Russells.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Like I know it might look like a shithole, but the old Russells. We used to go there like on a Friday night after work at 10 o'clock, and you just be in at the window and that, like you know what I mean. Then you'd be looking somebody to have a pair
on
of
the right hand side.
Yeah, you'd be looking for somebody to have a pair of socks. You put over your runners, so you go to fucking Vickers. It would have been back then, like you know what I mean.
What was your number 2?
The variety stores. And I talked about it before when I said he used to get me wrestling pictures and that, right? I would love
British Bulldog, wasn't it, something like that?
Yeah, British Bulldog, the big boss man. I'd love to go into a shop like that now at my age to find all the other stuff that's in it that you'd be like, wow, that's kind of cool, or like, shit, holy fuck, you know what I mean? That's like, there's a film called Needful Things, guys, right? It was done by Stephen King, so horror film, right? Watch it, because anytime I see it, I think of the variety stores. Okay, it'll make sense if you watch it. It's an old film, right? Check it out. Needful Things, right, Kev? What is your top of the chart?
The only thing that can come back, that should never really left, and it kind of links in with the Ark, links in with Paz, links in with Moe's, Abracadabra. Like, I'm sorry, but Abracadabra and taco chip and curry chip buddy with cheese. Like, I'm sorry, but Abra needs to come back. It was, I went there when I was sober. It didn't really matter. Like,
yeah.
I just loved Abra.
is that what Guru or something is now? No,
Guru, yeah.
Guru, yeah.
But most schools they are
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra.
And I remember I said a story as well. I got a roll or something and I threw it up into the air and it went in a window that was open in an apartment around across the road from it. Like, well, my last one, I told you I had one place, Kev, I was going to mention that was 3 things, right? But it counts as one place, right? So this was nightclub wise. This was my favorite place to go, right? This was a Monday night. This was a Friday night every week, right? Or Thursday night, sorry, right? Every week, which was Amber. Okay. Now, for the crack of it, Kev, myself, yourself, and another fella by the name of Kyle at one stage actually looked into the possibility of trying to take over that place when it stopped being Amber, became the office for about 3 weeks and then closed down. So the reason is very simple, right? Dane's Bar, so the late bar of Amber, right?
It made no sense to have a dog in the middle of the pub.
I used to be up on that. 5 o'clock in the morning. I was up on that.
Why was it so big? Like, it made no sense. It just took up too much room.
Yeah, it was massive, like so it was. Like, hey. Then obviously, kind of.
Where is that dog now? I'd love to see.
I'd love to know. Hey, maybe it's hidden in the back of Mint somewhere, or maybe Mint melted it down and it's now like a chain or something. That'd be cool.
I don't know what you were thinking going to say that, but
no, I'm not really sure. And then obviously, what's linked to it is 50X. You know what I mean? Like, so you know, like that the whole area. Like, but no, as a nightclub for me, Amber was just always like the stories from Amber. We told some of them. The girl who took me chain and all this kind of stuff on the night.
Just one special recommendation. I know we spoke about it before, but the Oasis has to get a mention. Just
I know it's not in town. Yeah. And then I was told I had to give a token shout out to the Beehive shop. Yeah, the Beehive shop down the Castlin Road. Of course, the in-laws shop was there for over 30 years on the Castlin Road, serving many of people. Even used to open on Christmas Day, so if people need to get batteries and stuff like that, they opened up. You know what I mean? But yeah, like that was good. Right, Kev, one more topic and then we're done because we're wrapping this show up early tonight, right? Okay, although I have no idea what time we started. I'm guessing this is going on a while. Have you ever gone out on a night out with a group, for example, right? So
I think we should park it there. I think we should park the show there, to be honest.
Do you think?
I think we should come back to that next week.
Yeah, because I think this topic is gonna. I have a couple of stories about this topic, right? So I think this could kind of maybe drag on. So listen, for anybody, right, who's just listening to this on Spotify, okay, I'm gonna add in the interview with Rob. Okay, I know we put the video of it up, right? I'm gonna add the audio of it and that on to this episode for all Spotify, Podbean, wherever you listen to it, all the places, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to it. Yeah, it's a new one. We have a couple of followers literally on that, and we're like doing well in the charts because nobody uses it.
Like a big bean,
like a big bean, like a flick, yeah, like you know what I mean, like
flick the bean,
flick the bean. Did you drop something or did I drop something?
Yeah, I dropped an Allen key.
That like literally rattled in my ear. So listen, guys, that's it for this week.
Why? It was a quick one. Yeah. An Allen key. Why is it called Allen? Why not a David key?
I'm going to say it was invented by a man called Alan.
Remember the meerkat? Alan. Remember him? That was one of the best shows. It was like a voiceover for animals. Oh my God. It was unbelievable. Alan.
This episode, right? This episode, right, has literally. I listened to a podcast today when I was out walking with Jamie, right? Because Joy's been off today, right? And me and Kev talked about it before. We are big fans of Have a Word podcast, right? Adam Rowe, Dan Nightingale, they're brilliant. They've been about for a couple of years now doing the podcast, but they're also stand-up guys that me and Kev are actually going to go see Adam Rowe in Whelan's on May the 23rd. We are not sitting in row 23, seat 5. It turns out Rowe is the surname, and that's the date. It looks weird on the ticket, though. But they had an episode, Kev, they listened to, and one of them was drinking on it, and they just blabbered on for an hour, and it making me very reminiscent of what we're doing now. Right. What are you looking up? I'm intrigued about what the fuck
I'm actually looking up Allen key. Okay. Alan. Allen key is a name to a registered trademark of Allen Manufacturing Company, now Apex. Allen key and Allen wrench. Yeah, so I think it is because some company called Allen.
I just like on the week that we interviewed finally somebody with a blue tick, right? It's the end of episode 62, and we've got to the point where we're looking up Allen keys. We had a good run. We appreciate you listening to us.
Alan.
Right. Let's wrap this shit up. That's a podcast, buddy. Best hour of the week, as we always say. Guys, we love yous. A lot. Hell of a lot.
Guys, start following Rob County and get him to keep sharing that fucking show.
Yeah, keep sharing them and tag him in it. You know what I mean? He's 187,000 followers.
I want a blue tick.
Oh, God. I asked a girl that we know who grew up in Darwin beside us, who works in Twitter, how I get a blue tick on Twitter. And she says, nothing to do with me, but you need more than 120 followers. And I was like, okay. So I don't know what I have to get to. But right, Kev, let's wrap this up. Guys, WhatsApp groups. Put the link in, right? And also, rate us on Spotify. I'm after I put it into my football team's page, right? And a lot of them, 18 of them are after rating us all 5-star, Kev. We've 18 ratings so far. Guys.
Come on, people get it on, rate it.
Yeah, right there. Right there. It's so simple, okay? 5 stars. Guys, go on. We're not going to talk shit anymore to you. Have a fantastic week. We will talk to you next week. Kev, tell them to do what they need to do.
And share the show. That's all. That's all I have to do. It's fucking simple. Like, it's simple. It's not hard.
That's what she said.
Share the show. It's very simple. Just go share. Like, fucking share. Share the show. Not listen to the show, and we want you to listen to the show too. But don't just ignore what I'm saying. Share the show.
You have Kevin a boiling point now, guys, right? Please do it, right? I want to record next week.
Do it for Alan.
Yeah, and for many more weeks, right? Just think of it, Alan. Okay? Right, guys. Have a good week. Good luck.